start, what I'd like to do is I'd like to sing happy birthday to Lucy because today's her birthday. I'm not going to sing happy birthday, but let's all wish Lucy happy birthday. She told me not to do that, but obviously I don't listen. So, guys, we're going to have a lot of fun here this morning. We have a jam-packed morning for you and then heading into the early afternoon. Obviously, a number of you are here today to hear from our chairman, Kerry Breitbart, who will be here shortly. Can't wait to hear what he has to say about the future of our company. But I'm really excited to be here this morning to kind of kick off today and talk a little bit more about what we're doing within North American Power and Thrive. But you know, before I get started, what I'd like to do is just kind of share my story, introduce myself to you guys. Lucy told you a little bit about what I've been able to do in North American Power and what it's been able to do for me. But prior to getting involved, I live here locally. I live right over in Philadelphia. I know that a lot of you, and I want to congratulate a lot of you for traveling here today from all different areas because it shows a lot about your commitment and your desire to be successful in this company. But when I first got introduced to North American Power, my background's in sales. Anybody else in here in sales? Let's show hands. Okay. Some of you don't even want to raise your hand. That's okay. Yeah, in sales, it's tough. But the reason I share that with you guys is because I was at a point in my life, and this is going back about 4 years ago, where I was just kind of looking around for something different. I don't know if you guys can relate to that. Yeah. And I was at a point in my life where, like I said, I was looking around, and this really just fell into my lap. It was the right timing. A good friend of mine, Bob Hiley, who you're going to hear from later this morning, gave me a phone call and asked me if I'd be open to an income opportunity. And I said, sure, I'm willing to go out and take a look at it. And I got to tell you guys, I went out to my first meeting. It was about 3.5 years ago. This November will be 4 years that I've been involved in this company. It was November 10th of 2010, and I went out to a meeting in Philadelphia, and I sat in the front row, and I said to myself, I can't believe I'm at another one of those meetings. How many of you guys are feeling that way this morning? Like I'm at the Crown Plaza on a Saturday morning, what the heck am I doing? And here's what I'll challenge you guys to do, and here's why I share my story with you in that example specifically, is that I sat there at that meeting that night, and I just opened my mind up. I opened it up to possibilities, to what could be possible. And granted, guys, this is back 4 years ago when a lot of what I'm going to share with you here this morning wasn't even around yet. But here's what I said to myself. I said, I have everything to gain and nothing to lose. What's the worst that can happen? There's no financial investment. There's no risk. For me, the risk was not doing it. Does that make sense? Yeah. I said, why not? Now, I also didn't say that I was just going to give it the old college try, but everybody's different. And I got involved. I got started. Within my first 30 days, I enrolled about 30 customers. And my goal was to get one customer a day, to make a fast start bonus, to get it going a little bit. But a few months into it, that's when I decided to get really serious because I saw where the future of this company was going. And I was afraid not to really take full advantage of it, even though it was still in the early days, in kind of like the infancy of what you're going to see today, and we've come very far. So within the last, like say, 3.5, almost 4 years, I personally enrolled a little over 100 customers. Now, for those of you that are new, you're probably thinking like, wow, that's a lot. He had sales experience. I had nothing to do with it. Here's what's the exciting part of that, because anybody can do it. That's not over 3.5 years. That's not really that many if you think about it. But other people got excited about this unique customer referral program. They went out and started referring other customers, and they started talking to people that they know. And it just began to grow exponentially, and customers were referring customers, and it led to tens of thousands of customers paying an electric and gas bill every single month. So around this time last year, June 15th of last year, as Lucy referred to, I was able to leave the job that I didn't like, that I worked at for over a decade in sales, and I've been full-time in this ever since. And it's been life-changing, guys. I can't tell you what it's been like. But more importantly for me, I've been able to see a number of other people, some of which you're going to hear today, that are going to get recognized, go out and do this part-time and plug into the training that we're going to go through here today and have been able to be successful in their own right. So that's kind of a little bit about my background, guys. I really want to get into a little bit more about why we're here this morning, okay? But I wanted to really just give you my background, and as you're new, because I know that we have a lot of new people here today that are guests. A number of you have just gotten enrolled in our opportunity in the last 30 days. I want to personally welcome you here today because this is where it all starts. And for those of you that have been around for a little while and have been involved, The information that I'm going to go over with you here over the next few minutes is going to be very important because we're, as a company, taking this to the next level. How many of you guys are excited about that? Yeah. I hope so. Because I certainly am, and I'm going to explain to you why. Because a number of you have known North American Power as what we are, a third-party energy supplier, one of the fastest growing companies in North America. But we have now recently, like I said, started to take this to the next level, and the network, the reps, people like you and I, okay, we have a new name which is called Thrive. How many of you guys are excited about that? Yeah. And listen, guys, we're going to explain a little bit more what that means today, and a lot of you are saying, okay, yeah, I want to know more. That's why we're here today. But here's the whole philosophy behind Thrive and what we're involved in, guys. Can we agree, if you look at this slide, out there in the real world today, people are struggling, yes or no? Yes. Okay, just talk to them, you'll find out. Okay, I just told you that I was frustrated a few years ago, but from the outside looking in, if you looked at me, you might have said, oh, he's doing good, he's got a job, and yeah, I was doing okay. But I wasn't happy, okay? So some of these things I could relate to. Most Americans are poor in at least one area, and I'm not going to ask anybody to pick one here, okay? But just think in your mind. Time, money, security. See, what I got excited about here was a plan B. As I said, no risk, no investment. Why wouldn't I want to do it? And here's the solution. With Thrive, guys, what does that mean? What does the word thrive mean? Up here in the right-hand corner, to grow or develop successfully, to flourish, to succeed. Doesn't that just sound good? Yeah. I almost feel like saying it again, but I won't, because you guys can read it. But don't we want, a lot of us here today, want more in life? I mean, I'm going to assume that you do, because I don't know why you'd want to be at the Crown Plaza on a Saturday morning if you weren't looking to do more, to flourish. And here's the deal, guys. We've created a vehicle. North American Power has created a vehicle for you and I with Thrive to address those three concerns. Here, I'm going to read them. More time to enjoy money, the money you make, and do things that you want to do. How many of you guys know people in your life that make a lot of money? Of course. We all do. But usually those people don't have any time. They make a lot of money, they don't have any time. They never see their family, they never see their kids, they miss all the games. So think about it. Wouldn't you want to maybe get a little bit more time back in your life? I'm going to refer back to my story, guys. I didn't have much time. I felt like all I was doing was working all the time. The most exciting part about being able to, have success in this company is to be able to be myself again, and to have time and to live, freer and have financial stability. More money to give you a better sense of financial stability. Let me ask you a question. How many of you guys would be okay with making an additional $1,000 a month on top of what you make right now? Yeah. Right. That was my first goal when I first started in this. But here's what's going to happen when that happens for you. You're going to get greedy. You're like, I want another 1,000. But that's the way it works, guys. And I'm going to go through what I believe is the most important part of this, my segment, is how we make money in this. But just a little bit of financial stability, financial relief, back to just kind of relating to those of you that raised your hand about sales. Can we agree that sales could be up and down if you're in sales? Some days, some months are good, some months are bad, and you get paid commission, right? Well, what about having additional cash flow coming in every month on top of what you're doing? Financial relief. So, number 3, a better sense of security, knowing that you can create something here that you own and can't be taken away from you. How many of you have always been interested in starting your own business? Okay? Well, we give you that opportunity here. Why do you think most people never start their own business? Risk, all the reasons that I'm telling you that we've taken away. Risk, time, because usually in order to start your own business, you have to risk a lot, you have to quit your job, you have to stop what you're doing, you have to put all your eggs in one basket. We have the solution here, guys, with those 3 categories. Are you guys with me so far? Yeah. Okay, great. The Thrive opportunity, something different, truly new, innovative customer referral program. I've already talked about this. No investment required. Just become a customer of one of our products and begin to refer other customers. That's what makes this so unique, guys, is that you become a customer specifically in this area. Why we're so excited is we're in an area where everybody pays an electric and a gas bill, don't they? Yeah. Absolutely. and you could simply become a customer, and then with no financial investment, be in a position to go out there and begin to generate an income with no risk. Now, real income potential, no limit to what you can earn. One of the things that I heard at my first meeting 3.5 years ago from Bob Doran and Kevin Marino, who are now our first $1 million earners in the company, was they said to me, how would you like to make an unlimited income? I said, I'm in. Who likes to be limited? Who likes to be capped out? If you can make an unlimited income, share with me where you can go out there in the marketplace for no financial investment at all. You're going to invest a little bit of time, sweat equity. This is not going to be simple, guys. It's easy concept, but it's going to take some work. All right, we're going to tell you that up front. But where can you go out and create something like that for no financial investment? Never seen anything like it. That's why it's unique. Build your residual for you and your family. The residual is what I believe is the most powerful part of this. And that is solution to the first thing that I mentioned, guys. Having time and money. Let me ask you a question. What would you do if you had more time back in your life with residual income? Think about it. Spend more time with your family. Go on more vacations. Do things that you really love to do. Now, granted, I know that some of you may love what you do. But statistically, 70 to 80% of America does not emphatically does not like what they do for a living. So here's why we're different. Create a business for your own. It's your own business. Tax write-off. 1099 income. That alone is a reason enough to get involved with what we're doing. Something different again, flexible home business, no products, no inventory. How many of you guys have ever been involved in a product-based company where you have to buy and sell products, whether it's a home-based business, whether it's a traditional business? This is a simple concept where everybody pays what we offer, and we don't have to convince people to buy something that they don't need or can't afford. Make your own hours, no risk, no investment. You do it part-time. How many of you guys are busy in here? By show of hands. Everybody, right? I was busy, like I said, but I realized that we have time. But when you really start to wrap your head around this concept, and understanding that you have no idea who you could refer to this, who could refer somebody, and it begins to grow outside of you. It's called leverage. Making money when you're not necessarily working. I'm going to cover that here in just a minute. What others are saying about our company? Forbes magazine in 2011, we were documented as one of the most promising companies in the top 100 list of companies in America. How many of us can agree that that's pretty strong? Yeah. For those of you that are business owners here today, how many of you guys would be pretty excited if you were on that list? I'm telling everybody, right? And that was back in 2011, and I'm going to share with you the type of growth that we've had here over the last few years. American Business Awards, Top Energy Company, Social Corporate Responsibility. Our chairman, Kerry Breitbart, who will be here in just a bit, Executive of the Year in the energy business. We won Management Team of the Year. Guys, we have plenty of documentation. This is not a startup situation. This is not an experiment. We are one of the fastest growing companies, not only in our space, but in the entire country. So do you think maybe you're at the right place at the right time? Yes. Absolutely you are. Because in the beginning, some people passed on it just because we didn't have documentation. Most companies don't make it past their first year. 90% of the companies out there fail. Okay, so we have this documentation. Inc. magazine, we just broke into the top 500 list in the Inc. 500 because of the growth that we've had in the last 3 years. Guys, we're on track to do close to $400 million in revenue this year. Wow. Let me ask you this. Before your friend or your family member or somebody that you know introduced you or called you about this, had you ever heard of North American Power? Maybe you have. I don't know. Sometimes it comes back around a couple times and people go, okay, now I see it and I want to get involved. So we have plenty of documentation. Energy deregulation. This is the backbone of what we do, and this is how we started as a company. It's a huge industry, $500 billion industry. We have the perfect product, guys. Nothing to sell. See, why I believe most people have yet to choose an alternative energy supplier is that they're just not educated. When I found out that I was still going to get a bill from PECO, I said, wow, that's incredible. That's awesome. I don't have to convince anybody to leave the utility. You guys realize the simplicity of that? You see, we're going to talk about this in training, but we have a system that we've designed that you can go out there on a part-time basis and share this with people, educate them, create value with what we're doing here, and they can sign up as a customer, and if they choose to go out and make money, they can do so. Nothing changes, same bill. No cost to enroll. In fact, we pay you to become a customer. What a novel concept. I mean, we pay people to sign up. That's incredible. I'm going to talk about that welcome bonus in just a second. All products are green, renewable. For those of you that are behind renewable, sustainable energy, this is the company right now because of what we're offering, guys. Electricity markets, Connecticut, New York, New Jersey, Ohio, Maryland, PA, Illinois, New Hampshire, Maine, Rhode Island, Texas. We continue to expand. We also offer gas in New York, New Jersey, PA, Georgia, and Ohio. So right here in our own backyard, what companies do we have? Atlantic City Electric, South Jersey Gas, PSE&G. You go all the way up to North Jersey. All right, PSE&G's up there, Orange, Rockland. I'm not going to name all the utilities. Actually, I don't know all the utilities. I just know how to get a couple customers and teach other people how to do the same thing. But when I first started, guess how many states we were in? 2. I talked about this at our national training a couple weeks ago. I couldn't even sign up my own parents for 9 months in Washington Township. So for those of you that are new, that's why I'm back to the timing, because a few of us have been here and understand that this is 1,000 times better than it was in the beginning. But watch this. It's only going to continue to get better because of some of the information we're going to share with you here this morning. So we have a number of different deregulated markets we're in. The ability to market renewable energy in all 50 states is also available through a product that we have called American Wind. So if you know people outside of these states that I just mentioned, they could still participate and take advantage of our opportunity as well. Free energy. This is one of the most, by the way, here's Lucy's picture, guys. Birthday girl. Most compelling reasons why somebody would want to become a customer and refer other customers within our opportunity. Let me ask you this. How many of you, just the concept of cutting your utility bill in half is compelling to you?
Oh, yeah.
All right, think about it. So if it makes sense to you, people that you know, that not everybody may be interested in going out there and trying to build a huge business for themselves, but just having that recurring debt because you understand that your electric bill and your gas bill is a recurring debt every single month in your household. We can't get away from paying it. You can pay off your car, you can pay off your house, you can pay off credit card bills, you can pay off student loans. Last time I checked, you can't pay off your electric bill or your gas bill. That's why this is not only a way to make residual income, how we make it, the services are residual every single month. To qualify for free energy, 15 to 20 customers. Let me ask Lucy real quick. Lucy, what was your last check that you got back from North American Power? $133. So her electric bill, what was your electric bill that month? Your total electric bill? 200 something? So literally, guys, half of your bill is the supply portion. That's what we are, is a third-party energy supplier. Nobody is doing what we're doing out there, which makes this so unique once again. So we have people qualifying for free energy every single month. It's an enhancement that we made to our opportunity about a year ago. So if you've seen this before, or maybe you took a look at us in the past, we've made a number of enhancements as we continue to grow, which makes the opportunity stronger for you and I. I feel like now I don't have to yell. Okay, perfect. Now it's real quiet. Here's another part of Thrive, which has a lot of us excited, guys. We are now rolling out additional products and services, which makes the opportunity greater for people like you and I. Let me explain. Largest home automation company in America with almost 1 million customers. That's Vivint. So we partnered up with the best. How many of you guys have already signed up for Vivint Home Smart Security? All right, show of hands. Awesome. This is going to be a way for us to continue to increase our income, make more residual income, guys. Most family homes and most people have some form of home security. Here's what has me excited about this. home automation industry, currently valued at $2 billion, is expected to increase to $10.9 billion by 2017. That's huge. And you and I are involved in this type of industry because of the opportunity of Thrive. That is very exciting, guys. Product available for representatives to market in all 50 states. You're going to be able to sign up customers. Right now, we're in a pre-launch phase, and we're going to launch in, I guess, probably about a month or so, to then go out there and sign up people that we know. So that's Vivint. A little bit more about our competitive advantage. Traditional providers that we know in business, they use mass mailing, advertising, commercials, telemarketers. Here's what gives us the competitive advantage. You and I go out there and refer through word of mouth marketing. How many of you guys, let me ask you this, have been referred to a good restaurant before? A good movie? A good, that is the most powerful way in business today. How many of you guys are on LinkedIn? That's where business is, guys. Referral-based networking approach. We get paid. It's relationship marketing. In this, as I've mentioned, for almost 4 years, I have yet to talk to everybody that I know. Have you? And if you say you have, you're kidding yourself. Because we all know so many people. All right? Simply become a customer of any of our products and get started, begin to get paid. I talked about the welcome bonus. Here in this marketplace, if you sign up for electric and gas, we give you $50 in a welcome bonus for trying both of our services. Now, we're going to talk in training today, guys, about how you go out there and talk to people the right way. This is just an added incentive for a customer to simply give our opportunity or our service a try. We also have something called our Renewable Energy Rewards. For those of you that either sign up for 100% Green, which is one of our products, which we'll talk about in our customer training, or American Wind, we have an app that you can download which gets you rewards at thousands of stores that you frequent. So we have a number of different reasons why somebody would become a customer. Free website, business tools. I mean, to be able to track all this, guys, we say that it's a no investment opportunity or it's not going to cost you anything. We give you literally $1 million, we give you 2 websites actually, to track your business, to monitor your business. That alone saves us so much time. The company handles everything for us. No overhead, no employees, no costs, no headaches. Well, maybe sometimes, guys, this is a business. But we support you, and people like myself and everybody you're going to hear from today, we're here to help you. Our success is based on your success. That's what makes this work. Now, 5 powerful ways we earn. I couldn't get to this slide quick enough, guys. It's my favorite part of the presentation. I mean, honestly, how many of you guys came down here to learn how we make money? I hope so. No, I understand you're here to evaluate, maybe learn more about the company. That's what Kerry Breitbart is here this morning to talk about the company itself. When I sat at my first meeting, I got excited about potential compensation. Get a customer, get paid, share it with other people, and let me talk to you a little bit about how we make money. So this is how it works, very simple. You enroll as a customer. Let's just say that you're new here today, because I know we have a lot of guests. You enroll as a customer. You take your PSE&G bill, for example, and you go to the person that invited you, their website. Sign up as a customer. You immediately get an ID number, the websites that I just talked about. The next thing that you can now go out and do is refer other customers. As you begin to do that, we will pay you in your first month in what's called a fast start bonus. And here's how it works. Let's say that you simply enroll 3 customers. In this area, we have an advantage because we market both of these traditional services, and obviously home security is right around the corner, guys, and additional potential products and services down the road. But just for the sake of this example, keeping it really simple here. Let's say you enroll 2 customers, 3 customers. We're going to pay you $50. So you got a welcome bonus just for signing up. You got paid for referring a couple customers. So for every 3 that you enroll, we'll pay you $50. Does that make sense? So you can go up to $300 in your fast start by referring, let's say, 15 customers. In this area, it's like 7.5 households, because everybody has electric and gas. We usually get both. We're going to talk in training how you approach people to sign them up. That's why this is very important that you're here this morning. But I believe that it's important to know how we get paid. So that's the first way that we pay in the fast start. Way to earn number 2, rank advancement bonus. Simply start referring some friends. Let's say you sign up 5 customers or 5 people that have these services. All right, that gets you to what's called referring customer. The next position, this is where it becomes exciting, is manager. So you referred 5 people that you know, friends, family. See, here's what I know, is I was comfortable with sharing this, and obviously I am still to this day, with people that I know, because I wasn't selling anybody anything. Everybody has what we offer. So these first few handful of customers that we're talking about are immediate. Friends, mom, dad, brother, sister. That then sets you up to then start to take advantage of the compensation plan. So let's just say that I'm one of these 5 people that you enrolled as a customer. And I go out and I begin to talk to people that I know. Let me ask you a question. Do you know the people that I know? No. That's a trick question, by the way. Just making sure you guys are awake. We're friends. Of course you know some of the people that I know. But I'm the one out there signing people up. My family, my friends, my warm market. That helps you now advance in the compensation plan. 2 other people that you enroll, let's say they enroll a couple customers who decide to do this. You have 3 teams of 10 customers/reps. Here's what makes this very, very unique, guys. For those of you that have been in home-based business before, every customer is a rep. And there's no startup cost. So it's just simply a referral process as people get involved and want to make money. This puts you to manager. When you become manager, we pay you a $500 bonus. So it was $300 fast start bonus potentially, $500 for building 3 teams of 10 customers. You hit manager, we pay you $500 bucks. If you do it in your first 45 days, 30 to 45 days, we double that for $1,000. So there's potentially $1,350 to $1,400 for a brand new customer that just signs up, takes advantage of the welcome bonus, gets a $300 fast start, builds 3 teams of 10. Let me ask you this, would you be excited if you were a manager? Yeah, because here's why. You have no idea who you're going to introduce, who's going to introduce somebody else. And then potentially it's going to start to grow. The next position, senior manager, those same 3 teams to 25. So we'll use the example again of me. I went out and maybe got 10 customers. One of the people that I introduced went out and maybe got 15. So there's your 25. That gets you to senior manager. It's another bonus of $500. If you do it in your first 60 days, we double that for $1,000. So now you're looking at a potentially over $2,000 in rank advancement bonuses in the very beginning. Can I share something with you guys?
Sure.
When I first started, there was no manager position. There was no senior manager position. This was the first position in the company, 5 teams of 25, and there was no $1,500 bonus or $3,000 if you did it in 90 days. There was no upfront money. That's why I get excited for brand new people, because you have an opportunity to go out there and take advantage of this compensation plan. It didn't cost you anything to get involved. Now, think about it like this. These are all customers, right, guys? So that's where the residual comes into play on the back end. Next position, senior director. Same 5 teams that you're concentrating on building. You take 3 of them from 25 to 100. You're now senior director. $2,500 bonus whenever you do it. See what I love about this concept and this compensation plan in particular in the beginning? Is that everybody goes at their own pace. So if you don't get out of the gate quick and you don't hit manager in 45 days, it's not the end of the world. You could still make a $500 bonus if it takes you 60 days. If you're somebody that's a business builder, you're aggressive, you're motivated, you want to go out there and really make this happen, you could take advantage of these bonuses and hit the double rank advance and maximize what I'm sharing with you guys here. So senior director, a total of, in a minimum of 350 customers to hit senior director, $5,000. So here's how this all works. At your own pace, like I just said, $5,000. Can anybody use an additional $5,000 before Christmas? Yes. Before the holidays? Yeah. Stupid question, right? For a no investment start. Or potentially up to $10,000 in your first 120 days if you go out there and plug into the system that we're going to talk about here this morning. Third way we earn, once you hit director, which is that 5 teams of 25, director and above, the position of senior director, and then our 3 highest positions, area, regional, and national director, we pay anywhere from $2 to $16 on every single customer that signs up into your network on a weekly basis. So once you get this thing up and running, you hit director, you could potentially get paid 5 times a month, every Friday, and residual, which, by the way, residual hit this morning. Those of you that, I mean, you wonder why we're a little bit more excited than usual. It's great to wake up this morning and see a residual income check, as well as the Friday bonus, all in one shot. Wow. Okay? So that's what's available at these higher positions. So let me just give you an example. If you're a director, you have 5 teams of 25, you have at least 125 customers, and I'm one of those people on your team, and that one leg or one team that I am building, let's say in a given week we go out and sign up 50 customers. You as the director are going to get $2 for each of those customers. That's $100 part-time. Guys, when I started supplementing my income and making a couple $100s a week in this, it was huge. And then tack on a residual once it got to 1,000 and kept growing. I mean, think about what you make right now and add another few $100s to it in a week, or $500 at the end of each week. What if you started making $2,000 to $3,000 a month in your little part-time home-based business? I mean, you would go into work a little bit differently every day, because you would be thinking about the possibility of it getting you to where you want to get to and helping you with some of the things that we talked about here earlier. Area director, regional, national are 3 top positions. At area director, once you hit area director, which is 5 teams of 100, we give you the choice between an iPad and a TV or a ring. We also pay you what's called infinity residual income, which is the reason why I share with people, get to area director as soon as you can to get paid through infinite levels of customers in your entire referral network. Regional director, $1,000 bonus on top of everything for a car, a luxury bonus. That's every month. Wow. At regional. It's huge. Wow. And you make more money. So the top positions can become very lucrative. I believe that if you're the right person, this can become very lucrative for you. And that's where these positions come into play. National director, $3,000 luxury bonus on top of potentially a 6-figure income per month at national director. We only have 1 national director in the company, and they're here today. So you'll be able to hear from and meet. That's how ground floor this is, guys. And you also take advantage of a revenue sharing pool at national director. Imagine getting paid on every single customer in the entire company. Not just in your team. Getting paid on everybody. So look around the room, guys. There's about 100, 150 people maybe here today. Imagine if you got paid on every single person in here. I'm telling you wouldn't sleep for a month. And you'd be like Bob, going around hugging everybody. Can I get you a cup of coffee yet? National. Here's why, on a serious note, the biggest thing that I love about National Director, it has a number of people that get to area and regional. We all work together, guys. It's one big team. Because everybody is in it for the right reasons. We help each other. We're all one company. There's different teams, but at the end of the day, because there's this top position, we're all willing to help each other. And that's what I think is special and different about what we're doing here at North American Power Thrive. Additional bonuses, rewards, trips, global sharing pool I just mentioned, and way to earn number 5, residual income. This is where it gets really exciting. Here's an example, guys, and let me just say this right away. This is just a hypothetical example, so it's not going to happen like this. We're just giving you an example of how the numbers could work. We talked about you introducing 5 customers. Let's say those 5 go out and do exactly what you did. Now, this is a perfect example. People aren't perfect. Numbers are. We just want to give you a hypothetical. As that starts to grow, your residual income can then begin to grow. 5 turns into 25, turns into 125, $62.50 of residual. My first residual check was like 10 bucks. But I was like, it works. And it can only go higher, I hope. And it did. But here's how this can start to grow, guys, and you never know who you're going to introduce, who's going to then start to go out there and do this, and you get compensated in residual income. How about an additional $1,562 a month in residual? See, this is very doable, and it's not hype. So if you're in this to just supplement your income, make a sustainable residual, that's what we offer here. But it's going to continue to grow. A little bit more than what I just said. Okay? Close to 2,000. As you get to the position of director, though, we pay you on one additional level. Look at that number down in the right-hand corner. For those of you in the back that can't see it, it's $15,625. Wow. One additional level of compensation is where you could be, and that's how I've been able to build a 6-figure residual income in this opportunity, personally. I told you where it started, and it just continues to grow, and it really just becomes viral. But what if that 17 was 10 or 5? Guys, it's all about thinking about what's possible. It's all about what you want to make of it and what can happen. The time is now. I've already talked about it. Ground floor, simple, low investment, no risk, better to earn, better life, better world. What I'd like to do at this point, guys, I'd like to bring up a couple people just to kind of share their testimonial, and then we're going to wrap up here this part of the presentation. So if I could have Bob Jr. come on up. Give him a round of applause, please, guys. In no particular order, if you guys want to go ahead and start. Maybe Nick, you guys want to start? Go ahead.
Oh, ladies first, okay.
Yeah, of course.
I didn't realize how many people are in the room. Hi, my name is Megan Weisheipel, and I got in the business probably 4 months ago, 4.5 months ago. But the funny part about that is that Bob Heilig introduced me to the business 3 years ago. And I said no. Matter of fact, I didn't even respond to him. Then a year after that, he reached out to me again, and I didn't respond to him. A year after that, again. Finally, I was the one that went on the website because I work in the mortgage industry. I'm a branch manager of a mortgage company in Plymouth Meeting, and it's stressful, and I work long hours. And I've done everything that I was supposed to. I went to college, I got a good job, I worked really hard, I got promoted, I did everything I was supposed to. But now I'm at a point in my life where I have a beautiful little girl and I want to expand my family, and I have no time to enjoy that. And the things that really matter in life I'm spending in a cubicle during the day and not with my family and where I want to be. So it hit me that I needed to make a change. So I went on to LinkedIn and I started to look at Bob's stuff, and I'm like, wow, he's doing really good with this North American Power stuff. Maybe I should check this out. So ironically, the very next day, he's doing his yearly checkup with me, and the next day was the day that he reached out to me and said, hey, how you been, what's going on? So here I am, almost a few customers away from hitting director, and it is so exciting because now I've put myself in a position that I have.
She always goes first and usually starts the show. You know, being the supportive husband that I am, Megan brought this opportunity up to me being the ultimate skeptic that I am. I immediately said, no, it's a scheme. And I'm a college baseball coach. I've been doing it for 12 years. And the next day after Megan had brought this up to me, we were going on a road trip, so I had plenty of time to myself to get on my phone and research North American Power scam, North American Power scheme, fraud, anything negative that I could drum up about North American Power, I did, because I don't want to get committed into something that isn't going to be legitimate. Couldn't find anything. So I went home. I said, let's give it a look. Bob came over. I think it was the next day. Walked us through it. We hit it off, and we realized what the opportunity can do. Being a college baseball coach, unless you are in the SEC at Arkansas, someplace big time, most colleges and universities are going to pay the position. Doesn't matter how good of a coach I am, how bad of a coach I am, they're just going to pay that position, whoever's in that spot. The thing with North American Power is that it doesn't pay the position, it pays the effort. It pays how much you want to put into it. And that's what makes the opportunity so outstanding, is that whatever you put into it, you're going to get back from it. And don't be dissuaded when people are skeptics themselves. You should welcome that, because that means they're probably a business savvy person, they're an intelligent person. So don't freak out when your closest friends say no. Do what Bob did. Keep coming back. Keep coming back. Keep coming back. And when you can put something in front of them that is legitimate, you can show them a paycheck. You can tell them that you're getting your power for free. Then people will start getting on board. So don't get knocked off your game too easily, because it can happen.
How's everyone doing today? Beautiful. Well, as you guys might know, my name is Bob Dorn Jr. And as the name might infer, I was rather kind of abruptly introduced to this opportunity by my father. I was 19 years old, taking 21 credits at Penn State engineering, and he wakes me up at like 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning one Saturday and goes, "Wake up, we're going to Connecticut." I'm like, "You're going to Connecticut, I'll sleep." So sure enough, about 3 hours later, I'm sitting in a suit that's 2 sizes too big, and sneakers on with a suit. It wasn't a good look. And we're hearing this opportunity, and I'm just thinking, I'm going to college for engineering. I don't need, anything like this. This isn't something I need in my future. I'm going to be an engineer. And, my dad, we walked out of the meeting, my dad's like, "Man, I'm running with this." And as we can see, he definitely has. But, at first I was really thinking, I'm an engineer. I don't need this. And the more and more I looked at, jobs coming out of college, they're, even for an awesome major like I'm currently finishing out, there's not a lot going on. And if you can be lucky enough to get a job coming out, it's scary. There's no corporate loyalty anymore. You get fired in a second, in a heartbeat. So my dad and I started working together, because I saw, even with that, I needed a plan B, and started plugging away and really working this business. And before I knew it, I was turning 21 and made area director on my 21st birthday. Yeah, my birthday present to myself was a Corvette Z06. But I mean, it's just been an unreal ride now, and seeing, learning the business and being with such incredible people has just been such an utterly amazing opportunity, and just getting to work with everyone has been so cool. I feel so fortunate to have been introduced to this. It's unreal.
How many customers you now have in your product?
Well, I haven't been able to actually generate the report for quite some time, because it's too big for my computer. Last I checked, it was over 50,000.
Wow. My name's Jeff Salucci. Thanks for having me today, Brendan. Brendan's a very good friend of mine. You have a voice for radio. But no, there's no ifs, because you're there already. But, I was walking down the aisle, actually, with my girlfriend, who I wanted to see this, and a very good friend of mine who's also joined on, and Brendan said, "Hey, a few words, get up in the front." And luckily, you don't have to be a dynamic public speaker like Brendan, to get up here and do this, and get involved in this opportunity. But my journey started 3.5 years ago, and it was a room just like this, filled with people. Brendan, another friend, invited me.
met Bob. We actually had dinner beforehand. We had, I think we were some salad bar in Alec Kinwood. People were excited. 20 years of corporate America, I said, I let my ego get in the way. I've been in sales management. I've dealt with COOs like Kerry Breitbart for my entire career. And I said, nah, that's not for me. That's not for me, even though I love the concept. So I let it go and I said, let me gauge what my friend Brendan does, who lives down the street from me. And I'd see him at the gym. Hey, he's always upbeat. Hey, salutes. What's going on? Blah, blah, blah. What's up, Brendan? What's up? How you doing? Oh, everything's good. Oh, I'm going to do this. I'm doing that. I'm doing this. Everything was going great for me. 6-figure career. But something was missing. I was working for someone else, and I wasn't appreciated for the efforts that I put in. And it's similar to Bob Heilig's story too. Working in corporate America, grinding every day. Never the possibility at the end to say, I'm just cutting out and I'm going to go and take a trip and not worry about work. So this presented itself, and I kept my eye on Brendan. Hey, Brendan, what are you up to? I'm doing it full time now. I'm like, Jesus, this is amazing. Jesus in a good way. So all you Christians, Jesus in a good way. I said, Brendan, let's sit down. And we just went and had lunch. He said, Jeff, here's the deal. This is how you do it. My network, which I've never really used, I've always been specific to whatever I was selling. So I had some of my network I would use. My 1,200 contacts on LinkedIn, maybe 30, 40 of them that I would really pound into. I can hit all my personal contacts, everybody on Facebook, everybody on LinkedIn, everybody they know, and invite them, not sell them anything. I'm not selling anything. I'm saying to people, hey, here's what I have to offer to you. Take a look at me. Give me your opinion. Give me your honest opinion about it. And if they come back to me and give me their opinion, it's not something they want, cool. I'll check back with you in a few months. Jeff, good luck with you, and I move on. And now, about a month in, I've got 20 customers. It's nothing crazy, but it was funny. I was listening to you the whole time, Brendan, but I looked at my phone, $150 came in from PNC. I'm like, cool.
Awesome. What's interesting? I can remember the night that we celebrated Junior's 21st birthday, and it's just unbelievable how surreal this entire ride has been. Because I can remember being at that first meeting, and he was up there in jeans and sneaks, and he's a kid, and to see where he's at now, to grow into such a incredible young guy. Not that I'm old or anything. I feel like I'm proud though that to be able to form these types of relationships, guys. This is a people business, and we're going to talk about that in training today. That we genuinely care about each other's success, and to be able to work with people that you want to work with. You choose who you can work with in this. We teach you to share it with everybody because everybody can potentially become a customer, but the relationships that you build, the people that you're going to be able to help, to be able to hear Nick and Megan's story, I mean, that's unbelievable. I mean, we're going to be traveling to Ohio next week, where they're from, to help build their network, to build their team, and then, my good friend Jeff, and, to see him up here sharing a few words, why he got involved. And guys, you never know who's going to do this. Everybody up here, the only thing they have in common is we're all involved in this same opportunity. Outside of that, different careers, ages, backgrounds. But at the end of the day, and here's what I'll close with, going back to the beginning of this presentation, what do we really talk about here today? What we can offer here. Solution, time, money, security. I mean, there's opportunity here for anybody. Anybody can do this. And that's what we really have here at North American Power Thrive. So with that, guys, that's going to conclude the presentation part. I really appreciate you guys listening to me. I'm really excited for everybody that's here, not just the new people, not just guests, but all of us that are here. I would say this. I highly, highly encourage you to stick around and hear the training, hear Kerry, who's our featured speaker here today, because you need to get all the information you can, and that's why we have an event like this. So we're going to take a 5-minute break, guys. We're going to be tight on time. 5 minutes. Come on back in here. We're going to get the training started right away. We'll see you in 5 minutes. Thank you.
listen, they were great.